today I would like to show you some photos of successful entrepreneurs. So Bill Gates from Microsoft, Steve Jobs from Apple, and Coco Chanel from Chanel. So can you tell me what do these people have in common? Besides being millionaires and billionaires, of course. Yes, exactly. The similarity is that they forego completing higher education. So yes, Coco Chanel never even attended college. Of course, these men and women are the exception. They are not the norm. But we have established that it's possible to be successful without advanced education. So today, I would like to deliver my speech on the topic of successful entrepreneurs don't necessarily need a college degree. So my talk today will comprise of 4 parts. The first is 3 main reasons to support my stance, the counter argument, the alternative, and the conclusion. So one of the most important reasons to support that idea is that higher education prohibits entrepreneurs' financial capacity. So first, let's take a look at the statistics. So in US, the average cost for a 4-year bachelor degree is $80,000, according to Times Higher Education 2016. Student loan debt is now the second highest consumer debt category, only behind mortgage debt, with an estimated 1.3 trillion in US alone, with 44.2 million borrowers. So what do all these numbers tell you? They all validate the fact that generally the tuition fees are expensive. And also we have to look at the fact that one of the underlying reasons for an entrepreneur a successful business startup is that it fails because of monetary constraints. And in countries like Vietnam, when university administrators keep increasing the tuition fees, then from the perspective of entrepreneurs, then the higher education should really be under serious consideration. So let's do a simple math question. For example, you want to take a business course, so you study at the National Economics University. The annual tuition fee is $9,300,000. According to Ministry of Education Training and U degree number 116, they multiply 4 years and equals 37,200,000 Vietnam dollars. So with this kind of money, you could do what? You could rent a place for your start business equivalent to 1,500 USD. Or you could pay for your supplies, your phone services, or your marketing, all combined 1,500 USD. So see really how you could make investment with the money that you're supposed to spend on your higher education to launch a business. It would definitely reduce the possibility of you falling into financial problems in the future, also providing you with a head start, with a springboard to your future endeavors. Furthermore, higher education is general. So, Peter Thiel, he best known for co-founding PayPal and the first Facebook outside investor. So he said that for some people in some careers, some colleges may be worth the price they charge, but millions of people are paying more than quadruple what the parents paid 25 years ago, plus inflation for a vague credential, not much knowledge or skills, and a creeping amount debt. So why did he mention vague credential, not much knowledge or skills? Then again, we have to look at the harsh facts, especially regarding Vietnam Business University. We place a focal emphasis on the general knowledge subjects that we hardly ever use in our future occupations. So take a classic 4-year business course, for example. Most require students to undertake management, accounting, business, finance, and international business. We have to admit that they are still mostly theory-based, but at least they are still relevant. But what is not good here is that aside from these subjects, then most business courses also require at least a year of electives that includes like cultural foundation, Ho-Chi-Minh ideology, and philosophy. So my intention when listing these subjects is not to demean them, not at all, but we have to admit that these subjects will not get you where you want to go very quickly. They just take up your space, your time, your effort, which should instead be devoted to more business-oriented subjects or skills. And last but not least, higher education comes with no guarantees for a successful business. So we have to acknowledge that the notion is still there, that college is rule, and people see it as a way to confirm your knowledge or work ethics. But in a society where we focus on the result, then that is not necessarily the case. So entrepreneurs or business owners who do not have a college degree are still put on equal playing field with those who do. So according to Harvard Business Review, a study that studied those who have pursued the traditional form of higher education, then just shows that the jobs just aren't there for recent graduates. In fact, about 50% of students who receive a college degree in 2015 currently hold jobs that require less than a bachelor degree. So how is that for guarantee? And also, it is very important to note that the key to being a successful entrepreneur lies outside the conventional classroom. So things like talent, experience, perseverance, innovation are the standout qualities that determine the fate of a startup rather than its own academic qualifications. So things like having a desire to succeed, diligence, goal setting are what going to get you much further rather than a degree. So when entrepreneurs should constantly be learning, be advancing, growing, then doing so in a traditional college setting is not always the right answer. And of course, some may argue that it's the overall experience of college that matters, not just the degree that we're talking about. However, it only has some merits on the surface. For entrepreneurs, life is about challenging the status quo. That means not finding a different way, not just fitting in. For entrepreneurs, there's no size fits all, no formula for success. They tend to rebel against a structured environment of 4 years studying at universities. So if anyone here wants to be an entrepreneur in the future, then you should really ask yourself, is going to college really the best way to learn how to be an entrepreneur? And if your answer is no, then there are other alternatives. So given the fact that information is now more accessible than ever before, then there are a growing number of educational resources like e-courses, podcasts, video lectures, articles that offer a much more affordable price than a rising 4-year tuition at universities. So here are some courses offered by Coursera, Udemy, and YSE. So these legitimate courses have become much more popular and everyone can benefit from that. And also from the perspective of an entrepreneur, then the most invaluable source from which you can gain hands-on experience is life. School can teach you a lot, but life will teach you more. And just identify what is your passion, get out there, find an accessible and reasonable way to be the best at it, or at least be the best at a part of it. Venture into your business, and if it works or fails, then it's still worth much more than a degree, because it shows that you can start from something or even from nothing. So My talk today includes 4 parts. The first is the 3 reasons. Higher education prohibits entrepreneurs' financial capacity. It is general and it comes with no guarantees for a successful business startup. Also, the counter-arguments and the alternatives to formal education at universities. So, what I'm trying to say is, I'm not opposed to higher education, like as we are maybe we future business owners. But what I'm trying to say is that everyone has a decision to make for himself or herself. And that is the beauty of it. So it's a way to reflect upon your skills, your knowledge, your passion and everything. And so please just make the one decision that is right for you. And remember, don't let outdated beliefs stop you from achieving your dream. So successful entrepreneurs who build great companies are those willing to be scared but not scared. So thank you for your